just wish all mothers and mothers-to-be out there a very blessed Mother's Day. Today is your day, so go and enjoy yourself. My name is Sarah Khoo, and I have two minis, a soon-to-be 2-year-old boy and 4-month-old baby girl. I also have a husband, obviously, and a 9-to-5 job. I think if you were to ask me to choose one word that summarizes what motherhood is to me, it would be sacrifice. I think that being a mom is the ultimate sacrifice. We had to give up our body to grow tiny humans for 40 weeks. Okay, that's many weeks. That's 10 weeks times 4. And then we had to go through hours and hours of labor pain. And when childbirth happens, we had to deal with a set of emotions that comes along with it because of the hormonal changes. And on a daily basis, we had to deal with our insecurities as well, because when we look into the mirror, we don't look the same, we don't feel the same, and we had to constantly remind ourselves that we are beautiful and our body is amazing because we are able to, grow a human and pop a human out, right? So yeah, the list goes on. And in the beginning of motherhood, for me, it was rough because I had the tendency to always compare with my husband. I wanted to make sure that he is also sacrificing as much as I have. So yeah, on some days when we get into an argument or if we're having a debate and I know that I cannot win, I will just end up saying this. I will just say, hey, I did not just give birth to 1 but 2 children for you. And with that, he will usually just keep quiet, and unknowingly I will have won the argument, right? But of course, to this day, we don't do that anymore because I usually will win the argument anyways, right? So yeah, so motherhood was rough to me at first, but I was also reminded of how Jesus sacrificed everything on that cross for us, how he had to die. Jesus died, literally die, breathless die, okay? And when I look at that, being a mother is a very small sacrifice. I don't even have to die for my children. I just have to put my life on hold. I just have to put my travel plans aside. I have to just sacrifice not watching the latest movies in the cinema or hang out with my friends. By the way, my friends are amazing because they usually will come to our house to hang out so that we don't miss out on this hanging out part in our life, with kids around and stuff like that. So yeah, anyways, it's not like I did not already know of how much Jesus sacrificed for us, but after being a mother myself, I finally understand that, and because of the understanding, I began to enjoy motherhood a little bit more, especially when Alex is throwing the biggest tantrum in the world and he's so out of control. I can just tell myself that, what, I can do it, this is just a very small sacrifice. And then I realized that I enjoy the struggles of motherhood because then I see motherhood as a calling. It's not a hobby. You cannot just wake up one day and say, I want to be a mother because I think it's going to be fun. It is not like collecting coins or stamps or flowers or leaves. I think motherhood is a calling. It's a lifetime thing. And despite all that, I still struggle as a human because a human can only have so much patience, right? And when I pray for patience to be increased in me, the next day, confirm my kids will do something that will test my patience. Confirm, right? So ever since I became a mother, I realized that there are 2 things that I do very often that helps me personally in terms of emotionally, mentally, and also spiritually, is that I pray a lot, okay? I pray for my children, I pray with my children, I pray for my husband, I pray for myself. So I believe that prayer can move mountains, whatever your mountain is, okay? And the second thing that I do all the time is I also put this song on the loop, in the background, Goodness of God. So if Sophia wakes up at 3 o'clock in the morning and refuses to go to sleep, and I will already be so tired and I just want to go to sleep. If I can, I just want to ignore her and go back to sleep, but I know I cannot. So I will just carry her, and then I'll just put this Goodness of God song in the background with my phone on Spotify, and I'll just hold her and we'll just sing along. And then when she falls asleep, I realize that I'm not as upset as I was when I had to wake up to tend to her. So yeah, that works because yeah, so I pray and I listen to a lot of worship songs every time I feel that I cannot handle it anymore, because I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I think motherhood is really tough, but I also think that motherhood is really worth it. I think it's worth putting all my travel plans aside. It's worth not being recognized when I really want to. It's worth just sacrificing all the little things in life so that you can be the best mother you can be to your children, because motherhood is a calling. Yeah, so that's a little story snippet of what motherhood is to me, I guess. Alright, have a great Mother's Day, everyone. Bye.